main thing about watch your spending. You know, when you go overseas and you might have $2,000-$3,000 in your bank account, and this is what I found out I do is I spend money. I'm like, yeah, I got 2,000. I try to do the math in my head, but sometimes there's fees being taken out from the bank and everything like that. Now everybody's using like Square technology where you just use the computer and charge stuff and it goes to the bank account. And that's fine. But what you really need to do, and as annoying this might be, is to write down what you spend your money on. Like when I was in Brazil, I had $1,600 in my bank. In the last 4 days, somehow I spent $1,000, $1,200. I'm thinking that maybe there was some fees on there that didn't go through, but I think one of them was the hotel wasn't charged already. So I should have went 1,600 minus the 250, then just started going down there every time I spent money, took money out of the ATM. Because when I got back from Brazil, I thought I had like 900 to $1,000 and it was only like 300. So somehow I spent $600 more than I expected. So the ways you can do this is if you have a laptop or even a book, just write down how much your bank balance is when you leave. Whenever you spend something, subtract it from that. I mean, it may sound annoying, it may sound childish, it may sound juvenile, but in the long run, you're going to know exactly how much money you have. That way you can say, look, hey, I didn't know I spent $400 today. I need to back off a little bit. And this is really going to help you out when you do your spending and you know you're trying to balance your money and or save your money for a while. Like I was saying, that one girl when I was in Siem Reap, that's Angkor Wat, was complaining about spending $5. Now to me, $5 is really nothing really exotic. I mean, I was making $12 an hour in Cambodia, but she was on vacation or trying to like stay like a month in Cambodia, and she was like, that's $5. I can't spend $5. Do you know how much $5 is? And I mean, if you're actually that bad, really, you shouldn't be on vacation. But you really need to watch how much you spend, especially if you have $4,000 or $5,000 on you, and that $4,000 or $5,000 is supposed to last you 2 or 3 months. Don't think that for one moment that you have to say, I got $5,000, I'll spend what I want, I'll do what I want, I'll spend what I want, because that $4,000 or $5,000 is going to go through your hands like water. And then you're going to wake up one morning and you're going to like, oh my word, I have no money. I'm out of cash. I have no money at all. And I've seen this many times, but a lot of times what I see is guys that do not know when to go home, and they don't want to go home. They found their happy spot, but they have no money to stay there. I mean, if they just went home, saved up today, I'm saving every single penny I have until I get back there. Woo, they would, I mean, seriously, they would be so much happier. But instead, they try to stay 1 month longer. You know, oh, I got $300. I can stay 2 more weeks. But then after that 2 weeks, guess what happens? They're back in the boat. They need to go home. So you don't want to get into the situation where you have no money and you come home and you have no money. This happened to me several times, but like I said, I was screwed over by several companies that I worked for that didn't pay me the money that they owed me. And there was people that owed me money that didn't pay me before or after I left, and I mean, it was horrible. And then, so I mean, even one time I got taken to the police station because someone lied about me and said I owed them money, and it wound up being all the money I had to get home. And so basically, I mean, I owed people money when I left the Philippines, and some people were really mad, but I swear to God, like 2 weeks later, after I got my first check, I wired all that money to everyone and said, pay them, please. Just pay these people that I owe money to, because I don't want anybody to think I owe money. I ditched. I know a lot of foreigners that ditch hotels. I know a lot of foreigners that ditch bars. I mean, they owe a lot of money, and they don't even bother to. Pay. They just, and then they laugh about it, and they owe like thousands and thousands of dollars around town, and whoa, you know, you can't be doing that. So, but watch your spending, because you can lose all your money very quickly, very fast, and then it's not a pleasant thing when you have no money and you're worrying about trying to get 10 cents to eat. So if you have $6,000, you're spending 2 weeks there, know your budget. Know your budget and know exactly how much you can spend and how much you are spending, so you know when you need to back off from spending, and don't go on a bender where you're spending $600, $700, $800 a day. Then 8 days later you're out of money and you got 2 more weeks to go. You don't want to do that. Don't do that. You don't do that. Just come to me. Give me $5,000. I'll kick you in the nuts. I'll take the $5,000 because you're gonna feel the exact same way 10 days later when you have no money. But you had a good time. You did what you want. But so that's going to do it for me. So just watch your money. Write it down. Keep track of it like you would have your checking account. That way you know exactly what you have in your account and you don't blow it. So, okay, that's going to do it for me. Thank you, everybody. Bye-bye.